So in my last video about scratch players hitting it on average 280 yards, I got a ton of questions. Do I need to hit the ball 280 yards in order to become scratch? The answer is no. And there's some statistical importance to this. So let's talk about why driver distance is important and how it relates to the rest of your game, even if you don't hit it 280 yards. So if you hit 280 yards with the assumption that you're hitting it in play, not hitting it OB, right? Statistically, you're going to have a higher likelihood of making par than someone who's 250 yards, 240 yards. So in order to make up for distance loss, right, if you're at 250, 240 yards, you have to make up those strokes gained percentages in other parts of your game. Now, it doesn't have to come from one specific piece of your game, right? It doesn't mean like, oh, I have to hit, more putts only, or I have to hit more greens only. It's like you can chip away at other pieces of your game to make up for the loss in distance. It's just hitting it further gives you a better chance based on the ability to have more strokes gained on that first initial shot, right? So like, what does a game look like for someone who hits it 240, 250 in a scratch? I play with actually a few guys that are like that, and what they do that you might typically see with those guys is they are unbelievable putters and really good wedge players and ball strikers. They don't miss a ton of greens. They roll a rock really well, and when they have a wedge in their hand, they're scoring really well, right? And this goes out to the guys that I play with that are plus handicaps that hit the ball that far. There are guys that are +2, +3 that hit it 250 off the tee. They're just really dialed in on those other things to make up for the distance loss. Now, I'm the opposite of that. I hit the ball, I'm not going to say like crazy far, right? My club head speed right now with my cut down shafts like 122 to 124, give or take. And so it gives me a massive advantage off the tee in a lot of places. But what I've had issues with is ball striking from about 130 to 80 yards. My dispersion on that's not very good. Now I'm working to improve that in order for my scores to get better, but I have an advantage off the tee in terms of my statistical expectation of strokes is going to be better than someone who hits it 250 off the tee, but they're making it up in a different way. So hopefully that helps you kind of think about, scratch in terms of strokes gained a little bit more.